Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a good morning this morning. It's spooky season. Some would say maybe Smackdown. It was spooky last night, but we'll see that. Good morning, everyone. Revamped Wrestling is here, and look, we got Piers Austin in the house. Yeah, boys. Lone Wolf, good to see you. Hey, God, you're here. It's a good morning this morning. Jimmy may not be here. He texted and said, "Hey, can I start an hour later?" I'm like, "Bro, I got stuff to do. I can't. I'm sorry." So we'll see. We'll see what Jimmy's gonna do. Jimmy gone Jimmy, right? So, but it's all good. So we're gonna talk a little wrestling. We're gonna talk a little fun. We're gonna talk a little SmackDown. But we're gonna talk about this. So yes, I have this on my wrist. So last night. It's Halloween season. My girlfriend really likes Halloween, very into it. And it's cool. So last night we went to an event, and it's called the House of Spirits, and it's like a interactive. I don't want to say haunted house because I don't know. But the thing is, you go in. It was in Dallas. It's at this place called the Alexander Mansion, and they take it over and they put in all this macabre things in it and everything along those lines. And there's these interactive characters you talk to and interact with, and there's and you have signature drinks. So you what you're doing is you're paying for. Oh, hey, here you go. Here's your card. You get I think because we were gold, we got 5 drinks. There are 4 signature drinks, but you got to get another one if you wanted. And then they had a cash bar if you wanted to get stuff that way. And then you walked in and these very ornate dressed characters. And then we walked in and there's a piano and people and characters at the piano singing. And then you went to one room. Morning, Frank. And then you went to one room and you got your drink, and they had an interactive Ouija board. And there was obviously somebody behind the wall, moving it around and stuff, but the characters who you talk to and interact with. And then you went to another room, and there was at a certain point, there was a show in one of the rooms with the little bar, and it was like a giant egg, and it had this heartbeat and everything. And then this woman is crying, and because she lost her kid, and then this giant crow magpie pops out. And it's hey, there you go. And so there was that performance, and then led across the main foyer and above the staircase and across the staircase to the next room across the way. And in there they had silks and a woman who was doing a silk show there, and you can get a signature drink in there. And then they came back to the main foyer, and then a woman did a burlesque show. And then let's see what else is downstairs. Oh yeah, then there was an actual basement. So then there was a mirror maze. They called it a mirror maze, but it's a basement, and it says, you said magpie, where are you? And you hold the mirror up to you and at different spotlights, and it's the room goes dark, and then they try to scare you with things. And we were both oh, that's cute. There was this one part. It was so funny because later you exit and you could hear the other people. There's this one part where this person came at you in this teddy bear suit, but it's all jacked up, and comes from the shadows oh, that's cute. We were oh, you're cute. It's fun. So then you go upstairs, and there's another room with another bar where you get your signature drink. And then they had this guy doing this thing about painting, and this crow entity comes out and kills him and stuff like that. And then on the other side upstairs, there was this they called it the creature challenge, and you had to go in and find the bone. You had to go find a worm. You had to find an eyeball and a spider baby. And so, yeah, we were able to do all that. And I did. It was fun. So, like when we found the bone, the person playing the character for the bone was like, "Oh, did you find the bone?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I like the bone." And of course, I was with my girlfriend. He's like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, I bone a lot." Yeah, and so like he broke character but he was very cool. It was a lot of fun. And then the was that for the bone? No, was it the bone? No, no, the bone was the like this doggy character guy, and I had already found it somewhere else in the maze, and so like my girlfriend was interacting, so I just walked and got hers and handed it to her, and he's like, "What?" Like he's trying to interact. I was like, "Well, I found mine already." He goes, "You didn't find it; it was meant for you to be found." And then like so then I started trolling him a little bit. He goes, "Can you got the doggy?" He was like, "Yeah," and he goes, um. I said, "You're a cute puppy. Do you want to come home with me?" And he's like, "No." Like, anyway, and so then he's like, "You have the onion," and he's like, "Can you do this?" And I'm like, "Wait, what? You want me to do what?" And he goes, "Like, do this." So wait, one more time, and so then I did it, and my girlfriend did it, and we had a good time, and it was fun. And then you give it to the collector, and they give you a QR code, and that tells you the story of the house and the theme this year. Apparently, it's every 3 years. They've rotated back to the first year, and they do it for 3 years, and they rotate the theme. So it was fun. It was neat, something fun to do. Beforehand, we went and got sushi. Afterhand, we went and got street tacos. So it was a good night. It was a good night, you know. So definitely worth watching. I don't remember the name of the company, but there's an app that we're using for some of the Halloween stuff that we're interested in. It's called Fever. And so if there's a House of Spirits in your area, check it out. It seems fun. It was pretty cool. It's a good night to get some cool drinks. And I mean, not that I drank because I didn't, you know, I just gave my girlfriend her drinks and she was very happy about that. But you know, in fun interactive experiences, especially if you like Halloween, I don't know if y'all do. I enjoy it. It's fun. Um, it's definitely something that goes. If done well, it's a lot of fun, right? And if you're with the right people, um, I think it's fun as well. That's what I think Halloween works for the best. So, what about you guys? Do y'all like Halloween? Is it something you acknowledge or like care about? I know peers. I don't know if that's a thing in Australia, Halloween. But do you guys do anything for Halloween? Do y'all usually dress up, trick or treat, decorate your house, things like that, or do you just more go out and enjoy the experiences of things? It's an interesting way to start the show because I really don't have any other news. So um, unless y'all want to hear about who um, you know, if you care about CM Punk's naming 4 wrestlers he would want to back him up in a bar fight. And he says, I'm taking Braun Breaker, I'm taking Shayna Baszler, Braun Strowman, and then he picks Samoa Joe. So it's interesting, to say the least. So he because he was asked, I guess it was on the Rich Eisen show, he was asked about it. And so he picked 3 WWE. He says, one more. Does it have to be anybody in WWE? No. And then he goes Samoa Joe. And he goes, I don't know statutes of limitations, but there's been some situations in the early 2000s where somebody who looked like me and somebody who looked like Samoa Joe were in a similar situation that you described. So it's pretty funny. Very funny. I got some hot tea this morning because I don't know why my voice is the way it is this morning, but it just is. So we're doing it. We're making it happen, Captain. So I hope y'all are good this morning. If there's anything y'all want to talk about before we get into the Bad Blood Fallout show of Smackdown, let me know, and we'll get after it. Frank says Halloween is okay for me. My 3 girls decorate the house and yard like crazy, like every room. The 3 girls love it. We're going 1 hours from the house to a big ass corn maze, and that sounds fun. Like, that's a cool weekend. Are you doing that this weekend, Frank? Is that like closer to Halloween? Are y'all doing something like that? Because I would do that. That sounds fun. There's a place on my way to my parents' house, and it's called like Yesterday Farm or something like that in Canton, and not Ohio, Canton, Texas. Morning, Jerome. And they do something similar to that. They have a corn maze, they have animals, and they have pumpkin patches. Like, they do like themes. So like right now with Halloween, and then they'll roll into a fall theme for Thanksgiving, and then it'll turn into Christmas where they have lights and everything, stuff like that. But yeah, so like we did that today. I think next weekend we're doing it's a haunted house called Dark Hour, and that's going to be pretty cool. We're going to go to Plano. I'll have a wedding, and then I'll meet them over there, and we'll do that. Look, that's cool. I mean, as long as your kids have fun, that's the whole point, right? And I mean, it's always fun to decorate. Like, I've got a little stuff out. I don't have big stuff out. I just have like some really cool tombstones that I got from farmers market a couple years ago that were really fun. And I got a little sign from Dollar Tree that I hang on my front door, just creeping it real, because dad jokes. And then my one of the tombstones is like Freddy Krueger and has his death date on it. And then there was his "Here lies Johnny E, he just couldn't rise," So those are good. They're my faves. So I got those out. Like, but I'm not like, there's nobody, like, if people trick or treated on my street, I probably that's it probably fuel my decoration more, but I don't. So I like going and doing the things. And Jerome, making money moves. I applied for a different position at work as a PC tech and got the job and started on Monday. And I love learning a lot of new stuff. Jerome, congratulations, my man. Way to go. That's awesome. Congrats on the new position. And I hope that's like a little extra pay bump as well. So congratulations on that. And like, learning new things is always great. And hopefully that new position comes with a new pay bump and a new pay schedule. So that's cool. And Frank says, I get no trick-or-treaters, but like 8 kids. We only got 6 houses on my 2-mile-long road. Yeah, my house is on the north end of town, and it's like on the edge of town. So like nobody comes anyway here. I mean, there's a Hispanic Baptist church, so was here, literally across the street from me over here, and they don't do trick-or-treating, and they don't do trunk or treat or anything like that. So like, there's nobody who comes to our house. So, which is fine. It's fine. But yeah, look, it'll be fun. I'm liking like June, but like, I think, when you like a person, you like doing stuff with them. So I like trying new things. So like this thing last night, we got dressed like you were in church to like wear costumes, or like dress cocktail. And I like, that's what I did. I just put on a shirt and a tie and pants, and my girlfriend dressed up, and we looked nice, and we went out. And because somehow I missed that you could wear costumes and dress up. So like my only real choices were a cheap Jedi outfit and a cheap strongman outfit that I had. So, but based off of what some people were wearing, it probably would have been good. So, let me turn my phone off. So, uh, there we go. Okay. So, so of course my kid's older, so I don't really have anybody to take trick or treating. So, there's that aspect as well. So, but I'm going to be interested to see what we do this year for Halloween. So, because my girlfriend likes it and her kiddo likes it and all that fun stuff. So I'm sure we'll find some fun stuff to do. I'm looking forward to it this year. So, and I'm all about adventure and trying new things. So let's do that. Let's try new places to eat. Let's try, new adventures, new experiences, stuff like that. So the one thing I won't try is a Dallas Cowboys football game because fuck those guys. Wolfers. Trick or treat, eat or no eat. I'm gonna say treat and no yeet. Because it's especially like I'm gonna yeet the treat if it's not chocolate. Well, depends on the candy. Let's be honest. Um, like if you give me a bit of honey, like that's a trick, and we're eating that shit. Ooh, no, thank you. Um, so if you give me a Reese's peanut butter cup, that's a treat, and we're not eating that. So, um, yeah, Frank, that's exactly the whole point, right? We're making memories, and that's all we can do, and have a good time. So, uh, so trick or treat or yeet, treat or yeet, revamped. Yeah, what's that treat or yeet? Oh yeah, that was that NXT, right? Didn't I see that Jay was on NXT with Trick Williams? I think with that charity. Yeah, that's good. Great callback revamp. This is why you have a YouTube channel, sir. You are definitely better than I am. So, all right, I don't really have anything. Oh, um, let's do this real quick. Tonight is AEW's Wrestle Dream, right? Isn't that tonight? Wrestle Dream 2024. Yes, it's tonight. All right. So let's go over the card. Let's get our thoughts on this. We have 3 0-hour matches for Wrestle Dream. Which okay. I think it shows it's live on Twitter, on YouTube, and Facebook. So, okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, NXT did whoop AEW, but okay. So 0 Hour first match they have listed is Harley Cameron versus Anna Jay. How do we feel about that? Meh. I'm kind of meh. Yeah, there's 12 matches. There's 12 matches. Oh, and look, we're going to talk about some things that they have listed on here, revamped. That's wild for a pay-per-view. All right. So, Wrestle Dream 2024, Harley Cameron versus Anna Jay. Anna Jay's back. Cool. 0 Hour, MXM Collection, which is, formerly known as Maximum Male Models, versus the Acclaimed. Like, what? Why is this a 0 Hour match? And why are the Acclaimed wrestling Maximum Male Models? Okay. I guess this is like, this is my problem. I don't watch AEW anymore. They've kind of lost me as a fan. So I don't get it. Okay, cool. That just seems like a very far fall for the Acclaimed. Having the titles and then like you fell off the face of the earth. But I guess you got to restart, right? You got to build yourself back up and you got to start at the bottom, and that's it. But it's not a good look, I don't think, especially for someone who held your titles for a long time. True. Yes, Frank, you're not wrong. I mean, yeah, it's an eye candy match for sure, but is it going to be a good match? Frank, yeah, we all know that, right? Okay, so next for 0 Hour, the last one, I guess you would call this the main event of 0 Hour. You have Atlantis Jr. versus Brian Cage for the Ring of Honor television title. Like, yeah. Okay, cool. Again, this is like, I don't know. Like, Brian Cage is one of those guys that like I don't tune in to watch anymore because it's like, I mean, the fact that you have to get my shit in on your trunks and he does that, and I want to do the flippy shit and I want to do all that stuff, but I'm as big as a shit brick house. So I don't use my strength and size to my advantage because I don't know. So then of course he's with the luchador, so then he's gonna want to do it more. I know he was in Mexico. I know he did his thing, but like, bro, you are a massive human being. I mean, yeah, you're not tall, but you're big. Like, leverage that, do that. And I know Ben has said it. I know I'm saying it. It's just not my thing. Sorry. All right. So now let's get into the matches, right? What I'm assuming is going to be the opening card is Hologram versus the Beast Mortos in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Yeah, agreed, Frank. He should be a star in AAA Mexico. Yeah, sure. Go look down there. That'd be fun. Beast Mortos versus Hologram in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Okay, like, cool. But that's not on 0 Hour. That's on the card. Cool. Okay. Like, I know. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not hiding my thing. Like, I get this is called Wrestle Dream, right? But whose dream is this to watch a 2 out of 3 falls match against 2 luchadors? Look, I like the Beast Mortos when he was, whatever else. And the fact that he wrestles in that match like that, it's fucking insane. Like, he's awesome. he's great. I don't know who Hologram is. I know that they've had some issues and like he's coming after him. Like, but okay. All right. Cool. Then the next thing they have is that Swerve Strickland returns. Like, not for a match. We're putting this on the official, like, thing. Yes. I mean, I hope he returns if we're in his, like, area. Pierce coming in with, yes. Wrestle Dream is such a corny indie show name. Like, it, like, Wrestle Dream sounds like something that Pornhub would make. Or Brazzers. You know, like, hey, do you want to come to Wrestle Dream? Like, it writes itself for Brazzers. Let's be honest. So we're having advertising that Swerve Strickland returns, not for a match, not anything. He just returns. Cool. And of course, you have that right before the Hangman Adam Page versus Jay White match. So you got to assume something's happening there. And how do we oh, Naughty America. There you go. Okay. Brazzers, Naughty America. Yeah. Either way. How do we feel about this dark Hangman? Like, I like it. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like this, like, dissension into madness that he's turned into, and like being like, granted, he looks like an angry porn star, but like still, I like it, and maybe that's why he's evil, because he looks like an angry porn star. But like, yeah, it's bad. It's bad, Gam. It's not great. So, but it's an interesting take on the character. I mean, at least it makes him more watchable. My thoughts, anyway. So, and look, I'm always for Jay White, and so I know he's back now, so I'm interested to see how that goes. Next, we've got Brody King versus Darby Allin. So, cool. All right. I know that Darby's been doing this Darby challenge. Like, is it for a title? Does he have a title? Or has he just been like doing an open challenge on people for shits and giggles? Right? Like, okay. I thought he had a title. I guess he doesn't. And he's just doing open challenges for funsies. And so, is this so that we can watch a murder in the ring? And then, okay, cool. I'll be interested. I'll be interested to see if Brody King wins, because the size difference of these two humans is ridiculous, and they've told the story so many times, and Brody's never come out on top. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. We're not, yeah, not interested. All right, next we have the Ring of Honor World Championship of Chris Jericho versus Mark Briscoe. The champ, Mark Briscoe, versus Chris Jericho. Pardon me, let me do that right. Okay. I mean, okay. I'd be interested. I don't know if they've ever wrestled before together, so I think the novelty of that would be interesting. So, okay. Cool. And then after that, we have for the TNT Championship, Jack Perry versus Katsuyori Shibata. So, the scapegoat versus the wrestler. I know Jack Perry's been better. I saw that supposedly he recast the center plate for the TNT Championship so that he can give it that rougher look, and he splattered paint on it to make it look like blood, which pretty cool. I watched the video of him doing that. I thought that was pretty neat. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Thought that was cool. Shibata's always fun to watch. I'll be interested to see how Jack Perry handles Shibata, because Shibata's stiff as fuck. Look, Yeah, like we don't need, yeah, I don't need Shibata dying. Like Shibata could literally die in the ring, right? Yeah, like he could literally die in the ring. We don't need that. So, and it's Shaq Perry, like, but still, like I will say this, Gam, like Shibata has been better about his pacing and how he wrestles in the ring. Oh, boy, like okay, so this match, we still have 4 more matches after this match. Okay, so cool. Uh, so he's been better about his pacing. I will say that. So that's cool. So that one kind of makes me go, okay, all right. Next we have the Young Bucks versus Private Party. Okay. Will they do? Here's the thing, right? Private Party started. They got the surprise win against Young Bucks. Like what's that? 3 years ago now? 4 years ago now? Will they do it again here in Tacoma at Wrestle Dream and take the titles off the Young Bucks? Take the AEW World Tag Team Championships off of them with a surprise win by Private Party. Has Private Party climbed the mountain per se? Because they're in Tacoma, Washington, near Mount Helena. And have they climbed the mountain to take those titles off the Young Bucks? I don't know. Sip of my tea, my warm tea leaf juice. I don't know. This is gonna be a spot fest. We know that, right? Like it's gonna be a spot fest. So cool. It is what it is. All right. Next, we have Mariah May versus Willow Nightingale for the AEW Women's World Championship. That's what it was. Sorry. So Mariah May, Willow Nightingale. Okay. It's fine. Like I like Willow. She's fun. I like Mariah May. I like what they've done with her. I think it's pretty cool. So it's fine. And then the last two. Oh, fuck. I can't believe I have to say this out loud. The AEW International Championship of Will Ospreay, Ricochet, and Takeshita in a triple threat match for the title. First, right? You signed Ricochet, and you almost immediately did the Ricochet versus Will Ospreay match, and I know Takeshita interfered, and now you have a triple threat match and all that kind of stuff. Like, okay, like, let's not. I mean, it's like blowing your load before you even inserted yourself into a woman. Like, it's like, I don't know. Like, it's like the thought of having a chance with a woman made you explode. Like, you're not even waiting. You're not even like nothing. And then you're putting it in a three-way. Like, and look, it's a three-way, right? To catch it in there. So, and I know, I do know this because it's almost like I have Google alerts for Lance Archer. I do know that there was a trade where Don Callis got Lance Archer in a trade, and so now Lance Archer is a part of the Callis family. So does that mean Lance interferes and helps Takeshita win the title? I don't know, but yeah, I agree. We know who's booking the card, Frank. It's coked up Tony, and like none of these have. Tell me which of these has a story, like a little bit of a story, but like it's like you build it for 3 weeks and boom, there you go. That's not a story. Like you haven't done anything. All right. So then there's that. And then, of course, the main event, which I don't want to watch, Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. Yeah. Look, Bryan Danielson is, I would say, draw, but Jon Moxley is a wet blanket for me. I have zero interest in Jon Moxley at all. At all. At all. He's a charisma black hole. He does nothing in the ring. He's a complete and utter joke. Go do your deathmatch stuff. Like that's outside of death matches. What good are you? I'm sorry. I know people like Jon Moxley. They think he's charismatic or whatever. Look, I can walk around with a bald head and do that. I can do that all day too. Like, you don't say anything in the ring worth. Look, you're just a fancier version of Nick Gage. I said it. If Nick Gage is Walmart, you're the Target version of Nick Gage. How about that? I said it. You know, I'm not a Jon Moxley fan. He's one-dimensional. And I guess I don't understand why people love him so much. It makes zero sense to me. I don't get it. You know, like, to me, it's the laziest form of character building and just, I don't know. Like, I need some depth in my characters. I need some whatever, and I don't get that from Jon Moxley. I don't see it in the ring. I don't see it out of the ring. At least with Bryan Danielson, I could see those things. I could see his talent in the ring. I could see his character outside of the ring. I could see those kind of things. Right. Yeah. I mean, tough guy in wrestling is boring in wrestling. I agree, Frank, because everybody's a tough guy. If you walk in those rings, you take bumps, you're a tough guy. I'm going to tell you that right now. I am not a tough man because I wouldn't do it. Fuck that. You know, I mean, just seeing what some of these people that I know go through, fuck that. No, thank you. Not doing it. So it's like, I don't know. Like, it just feels lazy and boring. So that's AEW Wrestle Dream. Like, I'm already not seeing it. I'm already out. I'm already not doing it. I'm gonna find something else to do. I'm gonna go find something else to do. I'm already making plans. So that's it. That's Wrestle Dream. You know, I wouldn't say pay for it. Steal it if you got it. You know, I just, because here's the problem, right? Here's the problem. You know, you got WWE, right? They're telling stories. They have things that have been going on for months and everything like that. They let it cook. They let it breathe. They give it that proper time and structure. None of that happens. It's like a story starts and then just fades away and then comes back like, well, like there's no story continuities are. There's nobody going, hey, Tony, we need to handle this. Hey, Tony, we need to keep on this track. Hey, Tony, we need to, like, it's like all over the place. It's so all over the place. And like, I get that you want to book dream matches, but you got to book dream matches for a purpose and have a reason. You can't just go, here you go. Look how great I am. You're going to service a small portion of the wrestling audience. Yeah, and I think that just continues to show in your ratings. I know that you just signed your new Warner Brothers deal. Yeah, and Tony was over at one time, but what happened to that? Where'd that go? What did you do? It's like you're over and then you're not over, so forget you, right? So, I don't know. Like, I get this Tony's money. He do what he wants. You get this deal, but like the way you're booking things just doesn't work. I don't know. But that's Wrestle Dream. I'm already gonna say it's a D show. I haven't watched it yet. based off those cards right there, D show. That's my pre-show judgment. Could it be better? Maybe. But based off of the way that card read, I'm going to say it's a D level show for pay-per-view. So that's just me. That's me. So, all right, let's talk SmackDown. Let's get this done. Let's get this over with our post Bad Blood Fallout SmackDown show. Last night, SmackDown, it was October 11th, 2024. We were at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena in Greenville, South Carolina. On commentary was Michael Cole and Corey Graves. And we start the show with clips from Bad Blood. And then we have Jimmy, who comes out and people chant welcome back. And he was out for 6 months. He was put on the shelf by Solo. And that, hey, he didn't have the guts to face him. He did it from behind. And then Roman's music, and he says, Jimmy says all about Big Brother against Little Brother, and he's been on kicking Solo's ass. And Roman comes out, and they chant OTC, and Jimmy gives him the microphone. Roman says they like to run it systematically, but today's going to change it up. Roman tells the fans to join him in acknowledging Jimmy Uso. Roman says he doesn't often do this often for the fans to join in acknowledging him. Roman says he gets it. He understands where Jimmy's coming from. That Roman's not an older brother. He doesn't understand this revenge. He's not a wise man, but he does not come up with creative, manipulative plans. That's not him. He is the tribal chief, and for 4 years, they took what's theirs. He called the shots and delivered. They had the money, the power, and the respect. Everyone feared them. They had championships. They had money. They had it all. He doesn't like the position right now. And when they put their ones up, he wants them to know they are the ones. Jimmy says they're not. Everybody says yes, you are. He's a chief of no tribe right now. No Uafala around his neck. At Bad Blood, Jimmy came back because Roman needed him. He didn't ask. He needed him. Jimmy says they need help. Fans chant eat, and then Roman says no eat. Jimmy says Roman will forever be his tribal chief, but Jimmy's only one in his family that acknowledges Roman. Jimmy drops the microphone and leaves the ring. He looks back at Roman, and Roman looks confused. So, interesting start. I will say this. I'm not a huge fan of the talkies, but I kind of liked this segment. It was interesting. Jimmy is saying, hey, I'll join you. I'll acknowledge you, but we need help, and I'm not going to sit back anymore. I'm going to say what I think. So, which is cool. I like that. So, neato. It's neato, right? It's neato. So, anyway, that was the talking segment. So, better than most that we've had. I enjoyed it a little bit more than normal, but it's still an opening talking segment. So, okay, cool. All right. Next, we have our United States Championship match of LA Knight versus Carmelo Hayes. And, yeah, Guillaume, I'll agree with you. How much Roman has changed. This promo was awesome. It was good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed the interaction between him and Jimmy. I think Jimmy did well. I think Roman did well. I thought it was an interesting take. I liked where they're at with this, but it is what it is. So right, we did this match because we knew Carmelo wasn't winning, right? Because what did I say last week? I said, oh wait, him and Andrade are tied 3-3. So this match, right? It starts with that, and Carmelo Hayes points to Andrade, who's standing in the timekeeper area, and Ellen ducks, and then we commercial break, blah 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 blah, all this stuff. You know, I don't know. You know, this is one of those things where like we knew Carmelo wasn't going to win, right? Because I think later in the show, we'll just go ahead and jump to later in the show, where Carmelo is talking to Nick Aldis, if I remember correctly. And he has a bag of ice on his head. Andre screwed him out of his match in ice. And Aldis says, "Hey, last time I checked, Hayes and Andrade are tied at 3 wins each. There's only one solution, Game 7. And the winner of that gets in line for a United States title shot." Aldis tells Carmelo not to hit. And then Carmelo walks away, and in comes Legado de Fantasma. Santos tells Nick he sees a pattern. Carmelo and Andre always have a permanent spot in his title opportunity. He asks why. And Aldis says Escobar has a chance for the title, and he fell short. He's waiting for Escobar to bounce back. Escobar asks Aldis about Elektra and Legado de Fantasma. Aldis says they have a match next week against a special team, a team hand-picked. If they get through them, they have proved that they deserve a shot. Escobar tells Aldis he won't regret it, and he gets away. So yeah, but anyway, sorry, I kind of jumped ahead because the show was whatever. But we have the match. We knew what was happening, right? We're gonna get a best of 7 for a title shot. Cool. So then after this, we have Cody Rhodes and Jimmy Uso. So we see Jimmy walking. He bumps into Cody. And he thanks Jimmy for Saturday. Jimmy tells him to consider it a favor, but not to expect more. Cody tells him Solo is not the same guy as when he left. Jimmy tells him to handle his business. And Cody has been handling business on his own, and he respects that. So then we have a commercial break. We have Kevin Owens, Cody, and Randy Orton segment as Shakira, Jackson, and Lash Light start walking down to the ring for their match. Kevin Owens runs through the crowd. He says he apologizes, and he was told not to be here tonight. He says he was asked why he turned on Cody Rhodes, but production shut down his microphone. Owen grabs Corey's headset and begins to talk, but out comes Cody, and WWE security and they call us run down to break it up, and out comes Randy Orton, who pulls Cody back. Orton gets in the ring and gets in Kevin's face and pulls him back, but Owen hits him with the back elbow. Orton turns around and hits Owens in the face, and Owen falls to the mat with the shock of what? I elbowed you, and then you punched me in the face? So, it's interesting, I think, and I think Aldis says this later, who would have thought the voice of reason would be Randy Orton. But, right? Cody's hot, Kevin's hot. We all knew this was going to come. But Randy Orton, right? Randy Orton's trying to be the voice of reason. It's interesting. Interesting segment. It's not like we didn't know it was going to happen, but I'm still interested in this in the sense of okay, I guess Kevin's going to think Randy's picked sides. So, all right, let's see how this goes. So then we have a women's tag team match. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Shakira Jackson and Lash Legend. And Trick Williams is at ringside, and is shown in attendance with Chelsea Green and Piper Niven at ringside. Yeah, this wasn't long. That's all I have to say about it. It wasn't long. Cool. 1, 2, 3, pin. Belair and Cargill win. I don't know what to say about this one. It was a squash match. It was quick. It was okay. Cool. I don't know. I can't tell you more than that. So after that, we have a commercial break. We come back and we cut backstage. Randy Orton tells Cody he needs to calm down. Aldis tells Cody in 3 weeks he has a match against Gunther and needs him to focus. He needs him to win the match. Orton tells Cody that he will pull Kevin aside, and they all need to cool down. He tells Cody to go get on his bus and leave, and he will fix this. Cody gets on his tour bus, and all this tells Orton that he is the voice of reason. Who would have thought? Yeah, it was this segment right here, right after. Kind of funny, interesting segment to say the least. And then we had this moment. Nia and Tiffy walk down, and Nia says the women's world champion. She had a busy as a women's world champion. She has a pretty agenda. Gives credit to Bayley. Put up a hell of a fight. Nia even broke a sweat. We're the contender, but she says no one on the plate can beat her. Not Bayley, not anyone in the locker room, especially not her counterpart on Raw, Liv Morgan. She says that little girl wants to face the women's champion, Crown Jewel. She says a Crown Jewel. She's going to annihilate Liv Morgan just like she did Bayley and everyone else. And when she becomes the first ever WWE Crown Jewel champion, it's Tiffy time. She puts Tiffy in a rough headlock and laughs. And Nia says when Tiffany cashes in on Liv, that's when Tiffany cashes in on Liv. Naomi's music hits, and out she comes. And she tells Nia that they both know the other reason she has her champion is because her broke down Barbie. I like that. Helped her again. Naomi says she cannot win without her sidekick, and as a matter of fact, she's even a good one because she pinned her last week. And Naomi says that she also pinned Nia. Asked her if she remembers that. And what Nia says is, it took two of you to pin me, so it's more talky. And Nia says she can beat her right here, right now, if he can hear her bring out a ref. A ref runs down, and Liv Morgan's music hits. Out she comes with Dominic Mysterio and Raquel Rodriguez. Liv says she's a little upset that they came all this way to make an example out of Nia. It turns out she has her hands full. What are they going to do is going to go ringside and watch everyone else as Nia loses her match tonight. Just like she'll lose a Crown Jewel. And Nia pushes Naomi down, and the referee breaks it up. Then we have this match. Like, okay, this was a long, like, I know we have Crown Jewel now. Apparently we have Crown Jewel titles. I thought they had that from when they had the Rumble, right? Because didn't Braun Strowman win that? I don't know. Like, why do we need more belts? Why do we need more belts? Why do we like? I mean, I know why. It's Saudi Arabia. They're paying a shit ton of money, so they want to have their own belts. I get it. I know it. But like, why? Like, you're not going to see that belt after Crown Jewel. So why? Why? This is what happens when you have. This is what happens when you sell your soul to somebody for money. I mean, so I don't know. So then we have the match of Nia Jax versus Naomi. It's a match. Come back. So at one point, though, I do remember Tiffany kicks Naomi, and as she goes ahead with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and Raquel grabs it, and Tiffany tells her to put it down, and then Naomi kicks Tiffany in the side of the head. Naomi gets in the ring, and Nia slams her down. Nia climbs the top rope, and Raquel gets on the ring to distract the referee. Liv hits Nia with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and then Naomi immediately gets up after being down and looking like she can't move. Immediately gets up and powerbombs Nia. And goes for the cover and gets the win. 1, 2, 3. So much shenanigans. So much schmaz. Okay. It happens, right? It happens. It happens. So, cool. So that's one way to do it. So Naomi didn't beat Nia clean. Cool. All right. So after that is the Carmelo thing and then the Legato thing. So we come back from a commercial break and we show a video promo showing car headlights and street names in Michigan. So Motor City Machine Guns are coming to SmackDown. Cool. Fun times. Fun times. So great. Like, I mean, again, I'm like, cool. Street Profits and DIY are backstage. Nick says that last week was their shot, but he has a new tech team showing up next week. They all begin to argue and yell. Nick Aldis look outside and he calls for security. He runs out to see Kevin Owens stomping on Randy Orton, and he yells at Owen, telling him that he picked sides, huh? You pick sides? All right. They break it up, and Aldis asks for help. Oh, no, Randy's going to be in the hospital for 9 months now. Then we have Solo Sikoa with a Bloodline versus Jimmy Uso. So, yeah, we knew this was going to happen, right? Like, we're going to have Jimmy lose because of the Bloodline and the interference in that. And then they were going to start attacking, and then Raw was going to come down. And then they beat up both of them. The Bloodlines leave staring at Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso. Jimmy tells Roman they need help, and SmackDown goes off the air. So, yeah. Like, it wasn't terrible, right? It's fine. It's fine. Right? Yeah, Built Buffs are happy. It was fine. It's okay. It's okay. It was an okay show. It wasn't egregious. It wasn't like this is the worst shit ever. It wasn't Wrestle Dream. Shots fired. It wasn't Wrestle Dream, but it was. I get it. It was a bad blood post SmackDown, and apparently we have 3 weeks to crown Jewel. Is that right? Is that right? Yeah, November 2nd, Crown Jewel. Okay. And then Survivor Series War Games is Vancouver on the 30th. And Saturday night's main event is in Long Island on December 14th. Okay. Cool. So we've got Crown Jewel and then Survivor Series and then Saturday night's main event. All right. Cool. So, all right, it's time for that customary. What did you guys rate the show? What did you think about SmackDown last night? What's your letter grade on it? How are you grading it before I give my customary grade? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you think that it was average? What are you guys thinking on this show? What are you guys what are you guys going with for a letter grade on this? Because I definitely have thoughts. I know y'all have too. So give me what your thoughts are. What are you thinking? Did you have a favorite segment on the show? What was the thing that stuck out to you as really good? Gam says C+. C+. Okay. Anybody else? Did everybody else leave? I get it. I'm not high energy today. I don't have Jimmy to bounce off of. It's all good. Pierce probably fell asleep or is smoking a brisket. One of those two things. No, it hasn't improved on the mic, which is sad. Yeah, I agree with you. Right. I feel like her ring work is improved, but like the mic work is not at all. So, I will say this though too. She looks good, right? She looks a lot better. So anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? C plus. We only have Wolfers who's giving us a C plus today for the show. As far as like not our show. Our show probably gets a D. It's not super great today. It's fine. I get it. But all right. Well, Wolfers, I'm gonna agree with you. C plus. It was a little better than average, but still kind of average. So you know, I think C plus is a fair rating for it for this week. I think the bloodline stuff is going well. I like the Cody, Randy, Kevin story. I feel like that's pretty good. Let's see what else. What else? Trying to think what else was good on the show. Everything else was just kind of average, if I'm honest. Like the matches were average. Like this is weird for me, but like, you know, yeah, right. 10 years ago, Wolfers, that would have been exactly right. Yeah, the like 10 years ago, totally yes. Now it's like it's about time. Like, what took you too long? Like, I know you live in Detroit, so that's why, because it sucks. So, you know, this feels, I don't know. Sorry. And I mean, because I mean, let's be honest. Like, I know that there was a while back they were talking about retiring, even and whatever. So, okay, cool. Like, cool. I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things where overall, C show at best, C plus. The talking segments were made it for me, which is weird because normally I want to see what's in the ring, but the everything in the ring was just kind of meh and predictable. I don't think there was one match that I didn't see not winning. Like I figured Naomi was going to win against Nia. I figured, you know, BFT for LA Knight on Carmelo for the win. We knew the Jade Cargill thing wasn't going to be like, okay, that Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill match, that wasn't going to be anything. And we knew what was going to happen in the end. You know, what got us there was the stories in between. You know, so I don't know. I don't have anything else. Unless you want to talk about a former cruiserweight champion signings a Legends deal. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Postle, aka Hornswoggle, has broken this week that he is signed a WWE Legends contract. So, that's you know, congratulations to him. Look, I like Port Hornswoggle. He's very entertaining, and I think you know has a good great character. I always enjoyed his work. So congrats to him for signing a Legends deal. I think that's great. Good for him. So one more thing. I don't know if you have seen this yet or not. So there's a UK independent promotion called TNT Extreme Wrestling. Has announced that their Cold Day in Hell event on 11:30 will see Blue Payne, aka Blue Kane, wrestle Gain, which is Gay Kane, in Liverpool, England. So yeah. So um Blue Pain had to be, he debuted, uh, it says, in July 2023 at an event for Lost Souls Wrestling as Blue Cane, an obvious parody homage to the Hall of Famer Kane before changing his name by October of that year because he got a cease and desist saying he has to be. So Blue Pain. Um, whereas the other person made his debut beginning of October as part of TNT Extreme's collaboration with Effie's Big Gay Brunch, competing in the Rainbow Rumble. The Big Gay Machine game made his debut apparently um, earlier this month. So I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it's pretty great. Um, So, if you have nothing better to do and you want to watch something on, and if it's on some kind of pay per view or whatever, go watch TNT Extreme Wrestling's Blue Pain versus Game um, on November 30th because you know you can watch the Survivor Series, but who doesn't want to watch two parody Kane wrestlers go at each other? I mean, why not, right? So, um, right? Like, uh, so, um, that's what I've been waiting for. That's all I got today. I don't have much else. I'm sorry. I know Jimmy couldn't make it today, and that's fine. Hopefully, we'll see him next week. Um, But thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for everyone. Wolfers, thanks for being here. I know it's early, but it helps me get through my day and get stuff done. Frank's Pickle Barrel Ass, thank you for being here. Revamped Wrestling, thanks for being here. Jerome, thanks for being here. Did I miss somebody? Piers, thanks for being here today. Um, Lone Wolf, thanks for being here. So thank you all for being here today. I know we're light today, but it is what it is. Thanks for being here. Thanks for riding the ride with us. Thanks for being a part of what you do. Thanks for being a part of Hobby Media Group and Channel Attitude. For those who are listening on Channel Attitude, thank you. Thank you. Your $5 a month is always appreciated. And the amount of quality you get for your $5 a month is I would probably say the best value for $5 that you can get with all the entertainment, wrestling, and different things that you can listen to or show. Go and find it. Find your favorite ones. Do your favorite things and listen to your favorite shows. Support your favorite creators and all that fun stuff. And know that your $5 makes a difference. It really does. We do appreciate it. Thank you for being a part of Channel Attitude. Thank you for part of being the Hameen Media Group. If you're not following on the Hameen Media Group YouTube channel, make sure you click like and subscribe and all that, whatever. Do that. But also go to the Facebook page, Hameen Media Group Facebook page, and be a part of the discussions that are going on there. And friend up all the people that you see on the weekends that you interact on shows with, and have you can talk to them outside of shows. It's a novel concept. So make sure you're checking that out. Make sure you're keeping it up with all the Hameen Media craziness that goes on in there. Sometimes different shows or things get posted in there, so make sure you're keeping aware of what's going on in there and keeping track of all that fun stuff. Sometimes make sure you're listening to different things going on. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. on the Hameen Media Group channel, we have Jimmy and the Vet, who are going to go get through the wreckage. AEW's wreckage, so that means they have to deal with Wrestle Dream. Yeah. So again, Brilliant booking on AEW's part, because I know they had their title Tuesday, and then they're going to have Wrestle Dream. Okay. Like, so you're just saying, hey, we're going to put our champions on TV to wrestle, but they're not going to lose because we have a pay-per-view on Saturday. Okay. 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 Cool. Cool. So, anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of the show. You guys are what make this show great. As we say all the time, it is the show of the people, by the people, for the people. Without the people, we don't have this show. So thank you for being a part of it. Whether you're live here in the chat on YouTube, whether you're following later on Channel Attitude or wherever else you're getting the show, thank you for being here, and thank you for making this a part of your listening rotation. We know there's lots of choices you can have, and we're thankful that you choose us. Make sure you're going out this week and taking time to enjoy the things that you do. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. It's important to take care of yourself. Make time for you, do the things you need to, but also get therapy if you need it. If you need therapy, if you need to talk to someone, go do that. That's the important things. That's how we take care of ourselves. You can't take care of others if you don't take care of yourself. It's not easy. It's not easy at all to say, I need help and I need to talk to someone. It's probably one of the hardest things that you can do, but it's worth it for you in the long run, so much so. You get to do so many things that will free you when you go and do those things. So make sure you go take care of yourself, right? Enjoy this week. Appreciate the small things. Know that you are loved. If you need help with resources, you can always go see my buddy Aaron Matsovitz at for everybody, and make sure you're checking him out. If you need mental health resources, he's a great way to connect. Former wrestler, so or just be a good human and go check out his merch page. Go check out that. But it's not for everybody. It says merch page. Sorry, you are. I'm looking it up so I can share it. So if you need help, if you need connections with anything, make sure that you go to You Are Loved. All right, and check it out. He has mental health tip that he does on Mondays. He has random things Fridays. He just got married, so there's lots of really cool things that are going on. 24-hour helplines, all kinds of things that you can do. So if you need help figuring out where there is, or you can always reach out to me too, and I can help you figure out those things. Don't forget about Brandon, right? Sorry, Brandon. Brandon does all the watch-alongs and stuff. He's been super great. Once you get the ball rolling, find yourself and appreciate yourself too. Yeah, exactly. Wolfers, 100%. You will get the ball rolling. You will appreciate yourself and find yourself. For those of us who struggle with our purpose, it's because we don't know what we're doing, and we know we need that help, and we don't know what we need. And so you'll find what you like, who you are. You'll find everything along those lines. Therapy's been great for me. I probably need more of it. But as I'm transitioning right now, I need to focus on other things. But that's going to be my first step when I get insurance, is finding a therapist and doing the things I need to do. I know that there's still some things I need to work on for me so that I can be a better boyfriend and a better dad and a better person as well. So we can all improve. We can all take care of each other. We can all do the things we need to. Lab Rat, what's up? Sorry, I'm closing out the show. Glad you made it in. Thanks for being here, buddy. As always, it's always great to have you here. But ladies and gentlemen, that's our show this week. Thanks for being here. I hope you had a great week this week. I hope you have a great weekend. Take that time off. Do whatever it is you need to do to enjoy and take care of yourself. Appreciate whatever. I'm going to the gym, and then I have a wedding tomorrow that I'm officiating for a friend. I'm going to go talk to someone tonight about another podcast. We'll see. But yeah, go enjoy your day. Do the things you need to do. Take care of yourself. Love other people, and be the best human that you can be. Thanks for being here, everybody. And I forgot. How am I going to do an outro without outro music? So make sure you go out the week. Take care of it. Whoop this week's ass. Show it who's boss. That you're the boss, you're the man, and you're going to take care of shit. So until next time, next week at 8 o'clock on the Hami Media Group channel, we hope to see you again next week. I know it's early, but join us. It's fun. It's worth it. Until next time, I will tell you, peace out.